Today we're at Philippa's house. It's a 1960s property in Lichfield, and they are really going for an ambitious retrofit here. It is a whole house green makeover. They are showing us, warts and all, about what it's like to completely transform the energy efficiency of their home from air tightness to heat efficiency.
So in an ideal world, we'd really want to be going towards sort of passive house levels of air tightness, etc. And what we would call that in a retrofit setting is Enefit. We have looked at things like putting solar on the roof, whilst also considering the fabric first element, like improving the air tightness lines and obviously putting in more insulation. And we've looked at air source heat pump ready heating in.
This house is incredibly ambitious, and I think it's a wonderful idea. You get to see things in place or how the project is evolving, and you get to learn about different ways of doing things. And so, for instance, seeing the tank storage, I'd never fully understood how tanks had actually got a lot better in recent years.
So with a Mixergy, what you can basically do is you can have a much larger tank, but you can effectively portion off sections of that tank. So it means that we can heat just 10% of the water so we have a 210 litre tank, we could heat 20 litres to 60 degrees and leave the remainder at kind of ambient temperature. So we're trying to future-proof a bit. There's only 2 of us that live here, but obviously the tank would ultimately be for a 3-bedroom house. So we've sized it for a 3-bedroom house, but day to day we use it like it's a 50 litre tank.
It's the kind of thing that makes the work quite accessible. This thing is the kind of thing that people only do once, twice in their life. So being able to see it more than that makes you so much more capable, I think.
I think, given the state that the house is in at the moment, we're probably a little bit embarrassed about it at first. But I think, I've come to terms with the fact that if no one does this and is prepared to open up their home, then how are we going to learn? And I think at the position it's in at the moment, we're able to interrogate, the bare bones of the building and really understand how conventional buildings go together. So I think it's been a new learning experience for probably a lot of people that have come along today. But it's great because obviously this is part of the mission here. We don't want to be the only ones doing things like this. We want to make sure that everyone feels like they've got the agency to do it themselves. And obviously I want to be here for advice going forward for anyone that needs to ask further questions.
Birmingham Green Doors is going to be a monthly event. We'll be at a different house each month. They are small group study visits, and for more information you can go to www.birminghamgreendoors.co.uk and you'll see all the different events that we've put on in the past and what's coming up.